going to do an insight video today, and I've been thinking a lot about. I've over the last sort of like couple of years or year and a bit, I've been sort of like getting guidance around like source living and like source expression and source creation and like pure creation, pure consciousness. And a lot of the things that I'm getting are around source and the fact that we're all source, that we're sort of born from source and source energy and source creation. The fact that in sort of like as like spiritual beings, we come from source, and source is everything. Source is all creation, it's all reality, it's all consciousness, it's all dimensions, and it's the oneness vibration, it's the eternal moment, it's the eternal sort of like vibration and frequency of all creation. And sort of like as I start to sort of like shift and move through consciousness and through my own reality and my own sort of like journey within this sort of life, source is something that is it seems to come up all the time, and it's about source expression. So how does it work? What is source? Source, like I said, is like the energy of creation of all things, of all realities, all dimensions, and it's the vibration, it's the frequency that your soul is born from, and it comes down into this reality. And in this reality, the purpose is that you sort of like you work, or you sort of align with your soul and your infinite self, and the infinite self and the soul are connected directly to source. So source is the creative energy of all things. So all beings, all guides, ascended masters, angels, all beings are born of source, and source is the constant in all realities and all dimensions. So as I start to align with this, the source energy, it's about sort of like each and every one of us as beings aligning with it and realizing that this infinite sort of creative force is the essence of all of us, and that this reality, and as beings, our purpose is to access that, and it is to connect to it. And again, source energy is the expression of different realities and dimensions within different sort of like different dimensions and realities. So like within what infinite realms of dimension and reality, these beings that work there, ascended master collectives, councils, are all working with source energy, and they're working to align it so that we all sort of like align and unify and sort of remember this creative force is in each and every one of us as beings. And this is the purpose of each and every one of us. So one of the purposes for me in this reality is about consciousness, and it's about sort of like shifting and aligning with consciousness, and then using it, pure consciousness and creation within this reality, to create and align a reality that is more aligned with my source energy and my source expression. And that's aligned with my soul. My soul is here to express vibrations and frequencies, and to create a reality that's more aligned with that source energy. But that my soul is also here to create reality where it's more aligned with the infinite beings, infinite beings, infinite dimensions, but also with teachers and guides and angels and ascended masters. And source expression is the understanding that you are a creator within your own creation, and each and every one of us has that sort of vibration, that frequency. And like I said, source is the expression of the many different realities and dimensional realities, which are all consciousness. And again, this is the shift where we start to realize and we start to align that all of us are pure beings of pure consciousness and pure creation. And there's no limits, there's no limitation, there's only infinite potential. Within this moment, there's always infinite potential, and in the power of now, there's this infinite potential, which is the eternal moment and the eternal expression, which is source, is where we activate our own source energy and our source vibration, our source frequency. So I've been having a lot of feelings lately within my own reality, where I'm sort of like being asked to like drop into my center, which is like you say your heart, or like your sort of like your heart chakra, but for me it's like your center. And in there is like bliss, which is this infinite vibrational frequency where there's no beginning and there's no end. There's only source energy and there's a source vibration. And this connects to what Ascended Master Saint Germain would say, which is transmutation and transformation, but they'd also say like is alchemy. And what's meant by that is that um, as creator of your own creation, there's always vibrations that are available to you. So every reality that you experience, or the reality you experience, is one that you're creating, and you're creating it through your thoughts, your feelings, and your senses, and they're all part of consciousness. And it's teaching us that, you know, that this is part of self mastery, that each and every one of us as beings have the ability to shift our reality and shift our consciousness, and then what we can do is create a reality that's more aligned, that brings us joy, happiness, union, harmony, peace, all those kind of things. And they're all aspects of consciousness, but they're all aspects of creation as well. So source works in this way. It's an infinite source of creation that's always available to each and every being. And beings within higher dimensions understand this, and they also understand that consciousness and creation work in unity, in oneness, in the perfect moment, which is the perfect vibration and frequency of creation, which is the eternal moment. And each and every one of us knows this deep down within our soul. Our soul also has an expression that is come here, to express and bring forth into this reality, but it doesn't bring it forth into this reality for a singular expression. It brings forward for a collective. Although the soul has like, it comes here and it wants to express itself fully with source energy, it also wants to bring a collective vision, a collective vibration and frequency for this reality, for this dimension. And every soul that's here, its purpose is to align consciously and bring creation within their reality and express it, but to bring it as a collective vision that will to vibrate and express that each and every one of us are part of one, with none of us are separate. And separation is one of the biggest things that each and every one of us goes through in this reality. And it's a very much a 3D reality of separation, seeing that that true reality is out there, the physical world out there, which it isn't. You know, that's the first stepping stone of conscious understanding and awareness, and creation, that 3D reality is only one aspect of source energy, and there's many aspects to that, but it's the first stepping stone. Then you go into 4D reality, which is about transmutation, or transformation, where you understand that you are a living, breathing frequency, that you're a vibration, that you're source energy, and that you have access to infinite vibrations and frequencies, and you can start to then transform your reality through the fourth dimension. And then the fifth dimension talks about like heaven on earth, which is very much around the frequency of where you start to step into creation, and that you are the creator of your own creation, your own reality. And you start to realize that the energy and vibrations and frequency and source creation and pure consciousness and pure creation is available at any moment. And again, this is part of what Saint Germain talks about, which is transmutation, which is different states of being, which is different states of awareness and different states of consciousness. And this is part of the Ascended Master path. But they say Ascended Master, but we're all on that path. We all have been and are aware of consciousness and creation. And although they talk about Ascended Masters, which are beings that live on a different, like in a different vibration and frequency, we're all aware of that. We've all we all know within our consciousness and our source vibration and frequency that we are sort of like, we have that vibration, that frequency within us. So, and then the sixth dimension is very much around creator and creation, and that we know that we have this consciousness, that we have this source energy that's available to us. And for me, it's been sort of like expressing and resonating within me, where I feel like I'm a vibration, and the external world and the external reality is sort of like vibrating always, and I'm vibrating as well. I'm the center of that reality. I'm the center of that sort of like I said, that reality. So I know that consciously aware that I'm the creator and that I'm vibrating, and as I vibrate, then I attract these things to me. I attract or create reality to me. So it's very much around sort of going within your reality consciously and be aware that you know that you are the vibration and the frequency that is creating your reality, and everything that's happening in your reality is only expression of what you're creating through your thoughts, feelings, senses, emotions. So you start to realize that you know nothing is set, and that everything is always available at any moment and can be changed, created, and transmuted. And again, transmutation is going to different states of being and awareness, and understanding that that creative energy, that pure consciousness, and that pure creation is available to you at any time. So you are sort of like free to choose what you want, and this is the sixth dimension. This is the I am creator, and I am creation, but I'm also the creator of my own reality, or I'm the creator of my own creation, which is my own reality. And you start to realize that you're the vibration, you're the frequency, you're the center of it. Living in that eternal moment and that eternal frequency, you understand that you're always creating, and you're always the creator. So anything that's happening in your reality, in your life, that you feel that isn't working or isn't in line or isn't in harmony, it's because you're creating it. It's not coming from anywhere else, it's coming from you. So you start to realize then that you know that you are the master of your own creation, and you are the creator of your own creation. And this is the sixth dimensional shift. This is the sixth dimensional shift of consciousness and creation, and the understanding that everything is vibration, everything is frequency, and everything is source creation. And you are the source of all of your reality, and you are the source of your own creation. It's not out there. It's you. You are vibrating it. You are the frequency of your reality. So then start to know that everything is available, and there's nothing that you really need to, that that creation is always available, that you can always shift and change and align and dissolve, and it's just a case of just being aware of it. So if something's not working in your life, don't look outside of yourself. Look within yourself and see that you are creating it, and then just through your awareness, take time to shift and change. And they say like the universe is always working for you, but they're saying it's always working for you because you are the universe and the universe is you. It's working for you because the potential energy and the potential sort of infinite vibrations of frequency are always available. All you have to do is be aware of it. There is nothing stopping you. There is nothing in your way. The only thing that's in your way is if you sort of like keep accessing awareness and energy of old patterns and old cycles, and understand that those patterns and cycles, from the past, or cycle, or if you're trying to sort of like look at the future, those things haven't been created. They can only be created in the now, in this now moment. So you need to understand that you are the center of everything. There is nothing else but you, and all consciousness and creation and all reality comes from you. So when you start to understand that, this is how you access your soul, and you access your infinite self, and they work in perfect union and harmony. So your infinite self is always the multi-dimensional self that's always connected to source and the infinite realms and dimensions. And the soul is the living expression of that source energy of the multi-dimensional self. Sorry, and is always available in the now moment. And you need to understand that you're always connected to that. You're always connected to that, and it's always available. Those two aspects of self, the infinite self and the soul, are working in perfect union and harmony, and are always connecting you to your source energy, your source vibration, your source frequency. So, the insight from today is you are creator and you are creation, and everything comes from you. And you are the source of all reality, of all creation. Nothing is stopping you. All you have to do is have the awareness that you have the vibrations and frequencies available to you, and source expression and source living is that reality, and it's that understanding. So that's the insight for today. Please comment, please like, share, and sort of have a great day.